Hello, my people. Here we are again. And here I am doing as the title says, a very vixenish nudes type of look. And this is also for hooded mature eyes. You can actually pull this off on any eye, but my eyes, as you can tell, and I'm doing a little better here, but my eyes are still hooded and they are still mature. So I am showing you, that's an Ulta palette that I just picked up, and I'm showing you all of the nudes in which I would incorporate into a look such as this one. And I am going to prep my eyes with the Wet n Wild eye primer. I'm also going to use a NYX face concealer because there are different types of concealers, and I'm noticing that many people are confusing um, these concealers. I'll get into that topic in one of my chat videos. But anyways, I am using a NYX concealer for my lids as well. That can work the same way any paint pot can work. It's a very actually cheap and exact alternative. There really is no difference. And so I prep my eyes with those two products. And then here's my LA Colors blending brush. And I'm going to be picking up my first nude, um, or transition color in this case. And that is like a really nice, I would say that's a caramelish color. And then under that, I'm showing you that I'm going to be using a clean, and that's by e.l.f. blending brush. Under that, I'm going to use a fudge color, and it's actually, I believe, called that. Under that, and then I'm going to use from the Coastal Scents palette, the one with the 120 matte colors. Here, I'm showing you the NYX paint pot because that's what I'm using it for here. It's actually a concealer for the face, not under the eyes. It's way too rich for that and too dry. But it's perfect for the lids, and that's what I'm using it for here. And I'm using a Echo Tools synthetic concealing brush to apply that. And then I'm going to go in now and take that fudge again, and I'm going to run that under the caramel and where I've already actually placed some of the fudge just to darken that area. And the shades here in the upper and lower socket are going to be a little consolidated, and that's for maximum effect. I do have a video where you see it's much more for daytime, and it's separated and much more widened, where here it's a little consolidated, and that's to reveal a very soft cut crease. This is not a hard cut crease, this is a soft cut crease, and I do incorporate some black under this. And as you can see, I'm blending. It looks like I'm doing this really hard. I'm not. The brushes are very soft, so you know I can make all those movements and still it would not scratch me or interrupt the makeup in any way. And so taking now a much flatter brush, I'm incorporating this is like a reddish brown. This is coming from the Coastal Scents palette. I don't know if I picked that up. If I didn't, I'm sorry. It is, yep, here we go. It's a very rich reddish brown, and that's going to go right under the fudge. So there are about 3 nudish colors here, or where you would want to call these more neutral, in the neutral arena. And blending, and that's an Echo Tools blending brush that I'm using to blend all of that together. And you'll notice I actually blend right after I apply each color, and then I'll take a clean brush and then blend everything together. That's my son there in the background. You just excuse him. He felt like being in the video, I guess. And so here, again, continuing to blend and creating the shape, which is a sex vixenish, because this is more like for nighttime. So I do go a little hard here. And taking now the, I forgot to mention that before the caramel color, I had a very light tannish color that I started the upper socket with. And so now I'm taking that and I'm blending the seams of all of my shadows with those same two colors. And then taking a flat, I think this is called one of those flat, I don't even know what this brush is called. I use it all the time, and I don't even know what it's called. But anyways, it's one of those flat, very dense brushes, and it's another Echo Tools brush. And at the end of the eye, yeah, I just picked up and showed you it's like a coralish, the color of a penny. Like a coralish, and at the same time, a very, what would I want to say? Well, I would want to call that a very, it's hard to explain because it's the color of a penny, and that's what I'm going to call it, like copperish. And then in the inner part of the eye, I incorporated very white, creamy color. So, and this is on the lid. And that's to lighten up the lid, and that's going to blend into the shadows that are at the end of the eye and in the socket area, so that you don't see where one shadow begins and the other one's end. So they're like blended into each other. This here is the NYX Dreamcatcher palette, and I am using another white. It's like an off-white color. That's to brighten it further, and I'm also using that's got a little bit of shimmer on the brow bone. And then I'm showing you the effect of that so far. And then in the I went ahead and I got more close so that you guys can see better. So I zoomed in just a little bit, and that there was my husband. I'm in an area of the house where other people walk around. You may see some arms and, you know, other body parts walking around. And here I am again blending and blending and blending. I'm taking that black, and this here is going to, oh, my camera went out of focus there. This here is going to create more of a hard cut right above where my actual crease is. But I'm going to blend it in so that it doesn't really have a very harsh effect. And that's going under the reddish brown. And it's going to come out and take the shape where my eyeliner is actually going to end up there. It's a good guide to go by. With the shape of my eyes, you'll notice when I put on my eyeliner, I don't exactly follow that model because it'll droop my eyes if I did that. So I bring my eyeliner up just slightly above that line. And then I'm taking a pencil brush, and this is by e.l.f. And I am, again, blending and blending and blending. This here is going to give my eye some depth and definition, which I need. And it will be towards the ends of the eye to keep the middle and the inner part of my eye nice and bright. You can wear this during the day. It's not that harsh. And you also can wear it at night, and you can deepen up the colors if you like. And here I'm showing you that under my eyes I'm taking the caramelish color all over from corner to corner, and then the fudge color I'm taking from the inner point of the eye to the end of the eye on the bottom. I'm smudging that through my bottom lashes. And then I am taking a flat liner brush to do that so that it's right under my lashes. And then you can see the nice fudge coming, I'm sorry, the caramel coming under that. So you can see both colors. My eyes are shaped so strangely at the end that I have to really incorporate those colors. And then here with a pencil brush, I am blending all of that together. After this, I think I do my eyebrows, yeah. And that is an Avon product. This is going to go by pretty fast. This is the eyebrows and the eyeliner. And that is a light brown color. And that is, yes, an eyebrow powder. Under that, I did shape my brows with some pomade in, I believe, Salon Perfect, and it was a medium brownish color. And then here with the Rimmel Exaggerate eyeliner, I am going into my bottom waterline and also shaping my outer V so that I can go over that with some black gel liner. Mine is by Maybelline, and if you watch my videos, you would know that. And using a paintbrush by Royal to apply the gel liner. And I am going ahead and doing a mini cat eye. It's not over the top, which is why, another reason why, you can wear this during the day. I did, and looked great. And then under the eye, right really close to the lash line, and also on the inner rims. And then I'm going to set that with a black eyeshadow so that it will not move. And here I'm showing you that. It's coming from the Dreamcatcher palette, the black on the bottom. And then I have put on my lashes off camera, and I'm showing you that I did curl my lashes. The glue is still drying, so you can still see it. And we're going to get into the face makeup. I'm going to prime using the e.l.f. primer, minus the green one. And then my foundation is going to be the L'Oreal True Match. And I think mine is a sand beige. And I'm using a kabuki brush to apply that. I dot it all over my skin, and then I just blend. And you'll see I push the product into my face before I swirl it around. And that gives me a really nice finish. So I prefer to do it that way. I'm just doing one coat because I don't want full coverage, just medium coverage. Don't forget to cover your ears and bring it down into your neck so everything matches. Up into your hairline. I will be setting this with Bare Minerals, but I do it a little differently in this video, and you'll see that in a minute. Excuse all of my gray hair. And then here with the Maybelline concealer, I am applying that only in the dark areas. I don't need that all over the place. Just where you can see the darkness. I'm not using that as a highlight. And then the Revlon highlight, I'm using the Clear Natural shade here. And that's to go ahead and provide myself with a nice highlight on the high points of my face. And then here I am taking the same exact product that I used, the Avon eyebrow powder, I used as a contour powder, and it works like a dream. And the reason why I do that is because there's no orange tones in this, and it works beautifully. You can multi-use a lot of makeup. Here's my e.l.f. bronzer, and the name of it I've had it for so long now that it has peeled off, so it's the only bronzer they have, and I use it in every video. And they do have different shades. Mine is their medium shade. And that's a flat kabuki bamboo brush that I'm using, again by Echo Tools. And on the sides of my nose, and down the hollows of the cheek, jawline, and temples. Or right in the area, your top, your forehead, your hairline. And here I'm taking an e.l.f. I'm using it as a blush sort of, but it is also a highlight, and it's the pinkish one they have. But it goes on very, very pretty. as a blush. I will use a powdered blush in this video as well. And then here with the Sun and Bronze, and I believe that's by NYC. Just wanted to darken my bronzer just a little bit, which is what I did with that. And then here I am taking an LA Colors. This is a loose pigment, and that's to highlight I think it's called Fairy Dust, and to also put on the high points for extra illumination. And then here's how I'm going to be setting my face. I go all around the bronzer and just really concentrating that on every area of the face that does not have blush or bronzer on it. And on the T-zone, I get very oily lately. And then here goes Luminoso by Milani. And just very lightly, very subtly, I am applying that over the pink cream that I applied previously. And then here we are getting into the lipsticks and the lip liners. The lip liner is by Rimmel. It is, I believe, Plum Rose. And it very much resembles that. And the lipstick is by Wet n Wild, and it's actually a lip stain. I like to apply it under many lipsticks because it, of course, gives me more staying power. And I would highly recommend the lip stain products by Wet n Wild. They do stay. Have them in several shades, and I chose this burgundy shade. And then on top of that, the pink lipstick by Wet n Wild, and then a peachy gloss, a high gloss by e.l.f. And that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It is very wearable for day or night. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.